Kids across Hampton Roads are heading back to school today.
Yeah, parents, students, and teachers in Virginia Beach may all notice a little something different this year. 13 News Now reporter Megan Shen is live outside Independence Middle School.
Okay, Megan, what are some of the biggest changes in the district?
Hey guys, well, happy first day of school for those 67,000 students that are returning to Virginia Beach Public Schools. A couple of updates include a security update to all of their schools. And here at Independence Middle School, here's the example. It's the buzz-in locking security system, where has a camera on top of here, and then a person inside can see who's at the school trying to get in, and then buzz them in if they're a safe person to come into the school. Now, according to the Virginia Beach Public School District spokeswoman, she says that every single school in the school district should have one of these by the middle of September. Now, she says that's 3 months ahead of schedule when they originally thought every school would have one of the security systems. And the total cost for the buzz-in security system is $282,000. The superintendent announced the buzz-in security upgrades back in April. And two academic changes that we expect to see here at the Virginia Beach Public School District include virtual learning days. So that means on Columbus Day and Election Day, those students are going to have work to take home with them, academic assignments to complete on those days, giving some built-in bank days for in case of bad weather for the school district. So they already have those days knocked out and saved up for in case of that bad weather and students can't get to the actual school. Also, in addition, the freshman class that's coming in this year, they will be the last one to actually have a valedictorian. After that class of 2022 graduates, they'll turn to a Latin honor system, and that means that more students will actually be recognized for their academic success. Reporting live in Virginia Beach, I'm Megan Shen. Back to you guys.